something has been really occupying my mind, and I wanted to talk a bit to you guys about it. And that has been like, when it comes to making content for me, or when it comes to me helping clients, I always try to be honest, like I am not sugarcoating things. I'm not going to say, oh, this is easy, because no, it is not. I'm not going to say like, oh, life will be perfect as soon as you get to like this point, because no, it is not. It is never perfect. Like, you will still feel sometimes as not as motivated and not as happy, because it is like relative. But yeah, it is that it's, I don't know if it's like right, if it's smart for me to do, if it's the right like strategy, because this is what a lot of people are saying. I am getting coached by mentors, and they are saying like, what people want is the most amount of results for the least amount of effort. If they can just press a button and get money, then that would be like the greatest product. And that is why you see all of these people like Dan Coe preaching the 4-hour workday, work less, earn more, etc. That is why you are seeing all of these get rich quick, because people like it. But it is, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that, because I know what kind of effect it could have if you go into something with the wrong expectations, and then reality doesn't meet these expectations, and then you will feel really bad and upset. So yeah, I've always tried to not sugarcoat things, and tell people the truth, or at least what is the truth for me, and what I see for a lot of other people. And that is, you don't get something from nothing. You have to do something to get something. And this is also what I've done to like clients. And in the beginning, I'm telling them like, literally, like, look, this 3 months, because my program is 3 months, I'm telling them this 3 months will be the most uncomfortable thing. Will be very, very uncomfortable, because you're going to try new things, you're going to step outside of your comfort zone, and every time when you're trying something new, then it never feels comfortable. But if you are feeling comfortable, if you're feeling like good, easy, then you're not growing. Like, it has been the moments when you are feeling the most amount of discomfort, the most amount of pain, the most amount of suffering, the least amount of clarity, you feel the most incompetent. That is when you are making the most amount of progress. So this is always what I'm telling to all of my clients when I'm helping them. But the problem is when it's actually like very uncomfortable, and they have all of these doubts, fears, limiting beliefs, etc. And I'm just then telling them the truth. Like, sometimes they are saying to themselves like, oh yeah, I need rest, or like, oh no, I'm just not that type of person who is doing this way, or is doing this that way. No, maybe for you it's easy, but for me it's different because excuse. But then basically what I'm saying them is, what happened for me when I was in a very uncomfortable situation, then my mind was telling me to do things. My mind was convincing me, oh, you need to smoke weed because you cannot relax without smoking weed. Oh, you need to play video games or else you would lose your creativity. These are extremes, but it's in essence, it's the same thing. It's your mind convincing you to not be in to do the stimulating things and not be in an uncomfortable situation anymore. But this is actually like how you are growing. And then, like, once I'm telling this to some people of like, hey, this is not you, you know, this is your mind actually trying to convince you to not give in to stimulation and to avoid the discomfort. But you just have to get through it. But then when you're going to say to someone that their own mind is like lying to themselves, you know, that is a pretty difficult truth to deal with. You know, most people, they are struggling with their ego, and their ego is basically like their thoughts. You know, they are identifying with their thoughts. So if you are identified with your thoughts, and then like you cannot accept the thing that maybe your mind is like lying to you. So this is pretty difficult, and this, in my opinion, like a lot of people who I work with, they don't really like me anymore because it was just too confronting. And yeah, like I understand, and maybe some people are watching my videos and they don't like what I say. And then I can say to myself, oh, maybe I shouldn't say these things. Maybe I should more sugarcoat things, and I should take the approach of all of the other people of saying like, yeah, you know, you can get rich quick, it's easy, you don't have to put in a lot of effort. But no, that doesn't really like align with my principles. Like, I want to improve you guys' situation, like not make it worse. So yeah, this is just something that I've been thinking about. Probably it would be better to like sugarcoat things and to not saying these things to maybe some clients. But then I think like, okay, imagine if I have like 10 clients, you know, and 9 of them, they cannot accept it, they hate me and they go away. But if one person out of these 10 clients, if I like change their belief, their perspective, their identity, and they get amazing results and their whole entire life change because of it, then I think it's a good deal. Then I'm happy, then I'm content. So yeah, most likely for if 9 people are viewing this video, they will think, what is this guy saying? What is he talking about? I'm not going to listen to him. But maybe one person will look at this and will think, oh, this is actually like very valuable, and this will actually like make a change. So yeah, probably I'm just going to continue making the videos because that is like very aligned with who I am. And if some people might not like me afterwards, so be it. And that is also like a lesson to all of you guys, to like keep doing you, no matter what people will think of it. And if you're trying to do something that is like exceptional, then people will always try to, people will always dislike you. Like you cannot really be successful if you're going to try to please everyone. So instead of trying to pleasing everyone, just talk to a very like specific person that could very, very much benefit from the message that you're saying. So yeah, that's about it. See you in the next one.